Andrew Love, we're here at South Island Aerodrome. You've been out flying DAC this morning, doing a little bit of aerobatics in it. Obviously you like the aircraft and you like doing your aerobatics. I believe you've got something coming up at Omaka soon. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we have on the South Island Akro Fest. So we started training camps, aerobatic training weekends here at Rangatato about 10 years ago. And they're informal weekends where we had no TAMs filed and we did aerobatic critiquing, so for guys from all levels of experience to practice their lines, their figures, the accuracy of the manoeuvres in the aeroplanes they fly, and with the idea of running a competition. And eventually it took a long time, but finally in 2015 we ran in conjunction with 70 years of the Pit Special, a celebration which was being held all over the world, particularly in the United States. We had the first Acro Fest at Omaka Aerodrome with 70 years of the Pit Special. So it's run in conjunction with the New Zealand Aerobatic Club's exposition and operating procedures, and with the support of the Aviation Heritage Centre at Omaka and Mulberry Aero Club, we're now running an event in 2 classes, and we've sort of had between 12 and 14 competitors each year. So this year it will be no different, the 3rd edition.
Right, so what level of aerobatic pilots are you having? Is this a top tier sort of competition, or is it open to everybody? Or
It is open to everybody. The focus is on the grassroots actually. So while we run the intermediate category and we have all the unknown sequences, which is the more advanced sort of level that's the most popular at the nationals, we also run the recreational class and the sportsman class, which is it's pretty important to me. It's been a bit of a sort of a wee pet project over the years, if you like, to encourage more young pilots involved, male and female of course. So the emphasis of the competition is grassroots level, and through the Canterbury Aero Club with a couple of instructors there, including Richard Collett, who's been fantastic with promoting aerobatics as a recreation and as a sport. We've had some really great young guys and girls come through and compete in the last couple of comps. So it's for all ranges of discipline, but particularly the grassroots is our focus.
Right, no, that sounds really good. So what about aircraft? I understand that this year at least you're going to have some relatively high performance aircraft there, but you mentioned earlier on to me that you've also had Tiger Moths competing in the competitions. So how does that work when you've got something with a lot of grunt and yeah, something that's an old biplane? Yeah,
we did. We had a Tiger Moth compete at the Nationals about 5 or 7 years ago, and that pilot was flying against Giles, actually, of all aeroplanes, one of the more, well pretty much it's the end of both spectrums, the most advanced composite aeroplane with all the bells and whistles versus the Tiger Moth, which is the other end. But the category is the way they even out the competition. They don't limit skill level or aircraft type. They actually even out the categories based on the skill level of the manoeuvres themselves. So you can't fly a certain type of technical figure in a lower category. So the way they do it is that all the machines in this particular level have to fly the same. So it evens it out.
So to a certain degree, rather, it's handicapped. So
it is handicapped quite well.
Has a fair go.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. So a loop, for example, on a Tiger Moth is extremely tiny and small with the amount of drag and the low entry speeds compared to a Giles, for example, which is very high and the manoeuvre is a lot bigger. So the advantage is with the Tiger Moth, even though it's got no ability to fly inverted and it doesn't have a lot of roll rate or performance, the loop's very small, so the judges are only looking to see the manoeuvre looks round from the ground. It's perception, it's not about how it looks from the inside, whereas the loop in a Giles is enormous, and there's plenty of time for them to mark it wrong. So in the end, the competitor only lost by 1 or 2%, which is just a hair's width in terms of performance. So it does even it out. So this aircraft, the Eta, the Brodie's machine, will be at the Acro Fest in November, flown by Ross Brodie. And you'd say one of the most basic entry-level aeroplanes you can get. But Ross is well practiced at the level he's flying at, so even if someone entered in a pits or something more advanced, that person better be on their game, because you've got other guys who know their machines well, know the manoeuvres well, so that's how they handicap the whole system so that it is a bit fairer for different pilots and levels.
No, sounds good. So the Acro Fest, it's obviously it's a competition for pilots. Is it a spectator sport? Are people able to come along to the aerodrome and just watch? Or? Yeah,
it's really good, the location, for so many reasons. We run the aircraft are all based outside the Aviation Heritage Centre at Omaka, and it's all fenced off, and it's a public area, of course, with a cafe and the museum and things. And it's not a public event per se, but it is. People are most welcome to come and watch what's going on. During the day, all the aerobatics are over the field, and it's a fully certified event. But it's not an air show per se. The flying is more disciplined and structured than that. and the aeroplanes are not down to quite that sort of low level altitude, if you like. I mean, in the senior categories we're down to sort of 500 to 600 feet. But the junior categories are 1,500 feet aerobatics, so it's more of a, you know, but the good thing is you get this wide variety of aeroplanes and pilots as well, and it's just a great opportunity for people to actually get involved and actually potentially to learn how to fly themselves. It's as much about showcasing aerobatics as it is about learning to fly. So I like to sort of, I draw a lot of inspiration from the EAA actually in the United States with how they run things. You know, it's all about getting in the air and whatever the machine is you're flying, and promoting aviation as a whole.
Just getting out there and doing it.
Yeah, with aerobatics as a focus, but it's a flying as well. We encourage, the last couple of times we've run the event, we've had people turn up from all sorts of places, different aero clubs, Nelson for example, also Canterbury, and further north as well. So it is a fly-in as well, and you know, people are encouraged to come and see it, eh?
All right, sounds good. We will look forward to the event in November.
Sounds good, Alan.
Cheers, Andrew.
Cheers.